Nestled in the heart of Jamnagar's sprawling landscape, Vantara is a remarkable fusion of human dedication, compassion, and cutting-edge conservation. An early morning visit by the Prime Minister has once again put the spotlight on this 3,500-acre expanse in Gujarat's Jamnagar Refinery complex. Vantara is the world's largest animal conservation and rehabilitation centre. But a closer look shows that it is much more than that. Vantara, the star of the jungle, stands as a testament to human commitment and scientific excellence. Conceived and spearheaded by Anant Ambani, this forest sanctuary is not merely an animal refuge. It is a revolution in global wildlife conservation. After spearheading the reintroduction of cheetahs to the Indian subcontinent, the Prime Minister once again signalling that when it comes to being a Prani Mitra, he and Anant are two of a kind. It is here that more than 1.5 lakh animals have found sanctuary, often escaping abuse and neglect. After creating a small shelter for animals in Mumbai, Anant's deep-seated passion has now driven the development of the world's largest and most advanced rescue, rehabilitation and conservation centre. Ever since he was a child, Anant saw animals as kindred spirits.
My mother has always been a great inspiration to me. My mother, when I was young boy and we were going, I think 12 years old, we were traveling from Jaipur to Ranthambore. In the middle, on the road, we saw a young elephant with a mahavat going on the road in the peak heat. And the elephant was walking a little weirdly. So I told my mom we want to rescue it. So that was the first elephant and we had no idea how to take care of the elephant. So we got the elephant, we kept it and then we said we'll build slowly, boon boon se sagar banta hai.
Today, Vantara has helped rescue and rehabilitate over 2,000 species. Deep-rooted in concepts of innovation and sustainability, Anant's dream project has redefined how the world treats displaced, abandoned and endangered wildlife. Vantara is structured around 4 key pillars: rescue, rehabilitation, revival and rewilding. Each of these components contributes to the sanctuary's mission. Vantara integrates cutting-edge veterinary care through several research facilities, an extensive natural habitat, and a lifelong safe haven for endangered animals. Anant credits his grandfather DHIRUBHAI Ambani's vision and his parents' support for the creation of Vantara.
My father is one of the biggest wildlife buffs. For example, when we were young, I think till the age of 18, I've not gone to any other family holiday except Africa, Ranthambore and the jungles of Kahana, the jungles of Bandhavgarh, Kaziranga. My father would only take us to jungle holidays.
He calls it a Sevalaya, a sanctuary of service where every rescued animal receives care, dignity and protection.
बचपन से ही माता जी ने मुझे सिखाया था हम जानवर का और अलग अलग जीव जंतु का सेवा कैसे करें. तो बचपन से ही मैं मेरे घर में माता जी मेरे से पहले जब वो छोटे थे उन्होंने 20-25 कुत्तों को पाला था घर पे, और मुंबई के लिए वो तो बहुत बड़ी बात होती है 20-25 कुत्ते घर पे फ्लैट में रखना। सैंटा क्रूज में रहते थे वो उनके शादी से पहले। और माता जी ने मुझे सिखाया कि जो बेजुबान जानवर है उसका सेवा सबसे बड़ी सेवा है, वही सबसे बड़ी पुण्य वाली सेवा है, और वही धर्म है, और वही एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो आदमी को बहुत सारा पुण्य प्राप्त करा सकता है।
As the world's human population grows, unnatural deaths of wild animals have been on the rise.
भारत में रोड एक्सीडेंट से तेंदुआ गिर जाता है, रोड एक्सीडेंट से कभी कभी टाइगर जो बाघ है उसको चोट पहुंच जाती है, भालू जो रीछ होता है उसे भी कभी कभी बहुत दिक्कत में आ जाती, कभी एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, कभी कुआं में गिर जाता है।
Every year, dozens of elephants die from electrocution and train hits. Many big cats and other wildlife succumb to poisoning too. As animals get displaced, man-animal conflict is inevitable. In India alone, 2,727 people have died due to elephant attacks and 349 from tiger attacks between 2019 and 2024. Many of these animals get captured, but often government-owned machinery does not have the wherewithal to house them. This is where Vantara steps in. Rescue teams form the core of Vantara's efforts. Equipped with state-of-the-art ambulances, they often travel to the farthest corners of India and abroad to receive captured or abandoned animals. Every mission meticulously planned, every contingency worked out to the T. The big cats of Vantara are perhaps the best testament to the success of these missions. They are now part of the world's largest dedicated big cat rescue center. Here, lions and tigers, once trapped in captivity and facing uncertain futures, now roam in vast natural habitats under the care of expert veterinarians and wildlife specialists. Vantara often partners with local governments and NGOs to execute these operations. Speed is often critical. Some of these big cats were part of one of the most remarkable wildlife rescue missions in recent history. "14 of them, 11 tigers and 3 lions, once faced an uncertain fate. As their very survival hung by a thread, Vantara swung into action. Spanning continents and navigating diplomatic hurdles, the big cats were brought to their new home. In yet another case, Vantara experts reacted fast to save big cats who faced starvation in a circus abroad.
शेर के लिए खाना नहीं था और शेर भूखे मर रहे थे, तो मैं सोचा कि हमें कुछ करना चाहिए।
Vantara's Big Cat Rescue Center is not just a refuge. It's a symbol of what's possible when compassion meets action. The handlers and veterinary specialists here ensure that lions and tigers receive a balanced diet and enrichment activities essential for their physical and mental well-being. During the pandemic, wild animals in captivity bore the brunt of a very human global shutdown.
आपके आसपास जो पशु हैं, उनकी भी चिंता करनी है। लॉकडाउन की वजह से अनेक पशुओं के सामने, जानवरों के सामने भी भोजन का संकट आ गया है।
Following COVID, a private collector abroad had abandoned over 200 animals, including orangutans, chimpanzees, and big cats. Vantara overcame huge obstacles to rescue them. Vantara's facility for apes and monkeys is world-class. Often man's closest relatives face insufferable cruelty at our hands. These chimps were rescued from unimaginable suffering and brought to Vantara for a new beginning. Many were victims of the illegal pet trade, bushmeat trade, and even substance abuse. Several were left physically and emotionally scarred. At Vantara, these intelligent creatures are thriving just as they should. Spacious, enriched enclosures allow them to climb, forage, and rebuild their instincts. Veterinary care, social integration, and behavioral therapy help them regain their strength and confidence. Vantara's Reptile Centre is yet another testament to rescue efforts. Once confined to overcrowded, deteriorating enclosures in Chennai, a large group of crocodiles have now been safely relocated to a well-maintained sanctuary. The Reptile Centre is also home to several rare species of snakes, including a two-headed python and a two-headed turtle too. For rescued animals often injured, abused, and malnourished, what often awaits them is uncertainty. Unlike many wildlife sanctuaries, Vantara has a fully integrated rehabilitation ecosystem to welcome rescued animals.
Here we have more than 50-60 endangered species.
50-60 endangered species
we have rescued
Okay.
from various backgrounds like circuses, from road accidents, from animal-human conflict, from zoos which are overcrowded. We have rescued animals from all across, from hunting lodges and from other places. So while we were rescuing them, I thought that we need a state-of-the-art hospital. We need a state-of-the-art facility. I don't want to keep them in cages. I want to keep them in their natural habitat.
True rehabilitation happens with highly advanced medical care provided by an expansive team of dedicated caregivers from around the world. The sanctuary houses 22 hospitals, 17 clinics, and the world's largest dedicated wildlife medical facility. Offering specialized care for injured animals, Vantara houses state-of-the-art wildlife research and disease diagnostic laboratory and specialized intensive care units. "75 animal ambulances are used for emergency rescues and 103 veterinarians are employed here.
Before I could build this, I visited more than 30 or 40 facilities all across the world, and I took inspiration from every one of them. And those were my inspiration to build this.
Equipped with CT scans, MRIs, and laser therapy machines, these medical centers enable Vantara's veterinarians to perform life-saving surgeries and treatments that are rarely available for rescued animals anywhere in the world. The world's first CT scan on an elephant's foot was done at Vantara.
Currently, you are in our large animal operation theatre. This is our hospital. It's spread over 1.5 lakh square feet. You can see we have a gas anesthesia machine. We have state-of-the-art operation table, operation lights. We have a entire robotic endoscopic machine which we can also do robotic surgery with. We have ventilators, we have everything which is state of the art.
Pancham, a majestic Bengal tiger, had been injured following man-animal conflict. His future was uncertain, but VANTARA'S expert veterinary team performed a complex orthopedic surgery. Over months, Pancham has regained his strength. Rehabilitation at Vantara isn't just about physical healing. It extends to mental and emotional recovery too. Specialized enrichment programs and Ayurveda help animals regain their natural instincts and confidence.
સાહેબ અહીંયા આયુર્વેદિક ટ્રીટમેન્ટ માટે 4 આયુર્વેદિક ડોક્ટર રાખ્યા છે સાહેબ. કેરલામાં કોલેજ અને જામનગર આયુર્વેદિક કોલેજ બંને સાથે કોલેબોરેશન કર્યું છે સાહેબ.
डायबिटीज के लिए अपने उनमें भी जब कोई वो सिम्टम्स आते हैं तो ये जब उनको दिया जाता है चेंजेस नजर आते हैं.
वो खुद भी तो खोज करके खाते रहते होंगे.
अगर उसे लग भी गया तो उसको पता है क्या खाना होता है जंगल में.
Infants get their soft toys. Music is often the right therapy to put animals at ease. Vantara's savanna habitat replicates the vast grasslands of Africa and India, offering a near-natural home for antelopes, wildebeest, zebras and giraffes. Spread over several acres, the open-range ecosystem allows rescued herbivores to roam freely. Many of these giraffes are friendly with humans. They've lived most of their lives in captivity, often in foreign safari parks. Releasing them into the wild would be dangerous. The carefully managed landscape of the savanna is populated with native grasses, watering holes and shaded resting areas. It provides a safe haven and plays a crucial role in breeding programs too. Vantara's Elephant Care Centre is in fact home to over 250 rescued elephants, making it one of the largest sanctuaries for rehabilitated elephants. Many arrive here after suffering decades of abuse in circuses, logging camps and illegal captivity. Spanning 2,500 acres of chain-free enclosures, these elephants have now formed natural herds, socializing freely. Take, for example, Vantara's first rescue, Gauri, who has found kindred spirits in Ganga and Godavari. The three are inseparable now. Hydrotherapy and jacuzzi pools help elephants with arthritis. Lilavati, an elephant who endured second-degree burns inflicted by her former handlers, she received hyperbaric oxygen therapy and advanced wound care. Today, she enjoys a pain-free life. And then there is Tarzan, who had to undergo cataract surgery to prevent him from going blind.
The importance of doing cataract surgery in the elephant is it going to, first of all, improve vision, 2, improve the health of the eye, and 3, improve the quality of life for the animal.
Perhaps the most groundbreaking aspect of rehabilitation at Vantara is how it merges animal welfare with community welfare. Often not only are the animals rehabilitated, but so are their human keepers.
हमारा बेसिकली 3000 से 4000 केयरटेकर है हमारे, और ये सबको हम पिछले भाग जहाँ इतना डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुआ है, नक्सल इन्फेस्टेड एरियाज है या जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट के रिमोट एरियाज हैं, हम वहाँ से लाते हैं। इनको एक अलग तरह का ट्रेनिंग दिया जाता है, क्योंकि ये बहुत दिल से जो जंगल में रहते हैं, जो आदिवासी जानवर के लिए उनका बहुत प्रेम अलग होता है और दिल से जानवर का सेवा करते हैं। तो आप देखोगे कि हम एक 3000 लोग हैं जिनका पेट यहाँ पल रहा है जानवर के कारण।
ये कितने साल से हैं सारे लोग? सबको पहचानते हैं और ये एनिमल आपको पहचानते हैं? सबके एक ही कमांड ऑर्डर है कि हर एक के अपने अपने डेवलप किए हैं?
हाथी के बारे में तो सबका एक ही जैसा है, बाकी दूसरे जानवर का अलग अलग सबका।
Vantara isn't just about rescuing and rehabilitating animals. It's rewriting the story of conservation, one species at a time. Look at these cute lion cubs. Out in the wild, these cubs would not have stood a chance at survival. But at Vantara, they enjoy the world's best care at the neonatal care unit. A lifeline for orphaned and vulnerable newborn animals, it provides round-the-clock monitoring and climate-controlled enclosures to ensure survival. Many infants often arrive weak or malnourished and require incubation, formula feeding, and intensive medical care. Wildlife veterinarians and caregivers mimic natural maternal care. Like in the case of these baby apes, the unit has successfully hand-raised several orphaned infant apes, giving them a second chance at life. This one-horned rhino calf had been orphaned after her mother died. Vantara has been working tirelessly to reintroduce species native to India, like captive-bred rhinos, into protective reserves. In fact, there are now 7 active breeding programs for endangered species, including those for Asiatic lions and caracals. This white lion cub, fed by PM Modi, was born at the centre after his mother was rescued and brought here. The birth of twin okapis, Sita and Lakshman, is a remarkable milestone. Okapis native to dense rainforests of Congo rarely give birth to twins. These little wonders are truly Vantara superstars. Through controlled pairings, advanced reproductive techniques and specialized nurseries, Vantara ensures optimal healthy births. There can be no bigger testament to Vantara's breeding success than these cheetah cubs. Born to Swara in December of 2024 as part of India's biggest cheetah conservation program.
It's an extended period of time that she took to give birth. It took almost 9 hours in total for her to give birth to the 5 cubs.
Vantara has been doing a lot of heavy lifting for Project Cheetah, the Indian government's ambitious efforts to reintroduce these endangered animals back in the subcontinent 72 years after they were declared extinct. Raising cheetahs is a multi-step process, helping them adapt to their environment and developing hunting skills. Vantara's cheetah conservation program has overcome some big challenges.
This case of Volga having a femur fracture was one of the challenging cases, and I would rate as one of the biggest challenging cases in my career henceforth, because it has got a whole set of new properties. We are talking about the world's fastest animal. We are talking about the world's fastest animal who has broken his femur.
Thanks to meticulous care, Volga has now recovered and may soon be released in the wild. Vantara's breeding and habitat restoration efforts are also giving the Asiatic lions a fighting chance. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. Vantara isn't just working to save species. It's looking to safeguard biodiversity at a genetic level. Its India Genomic Biodiversity Initiative is the world's most ambitious biodiversity genomics project.
हमारा फ्यूचर है कि वर्ल्ड के हर एक सैंपल यहाँ आए और हम यहाँ एक सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस तैयार करें वाइल्ड लाइफ के लिए। तो इससे अलग अलग गवर्नमेंट वर्ल्ड के भारत में सैंपल्स भेजे।
The project could unlock new medical breakthroughs for humans too. For instance, studying how elephants naturally resist cancer might lead to revolutionary treatments for human diseases.
जैसे कोरोना मनुष्य में आ गया, जानवरों में भी बहुत बीमारियां आती और जानवर से जूनोटॉनिक आदमी को भी जाती। तो ये सब हम लैब में काम करना चाहते हैं।
From rescuing animals to rewriting the future of conservation, Vantara is proving that when science, dedication and innovation come together, we can truly change the world. With its groundbreaking breeding and conservation programs, Vantara is helping endangered and exotic species make a comeback in the wild.
My vision is that at Vantara in Jamnagar, we would like to be the world's most advanced wildlife institute, and we would also like to conserve and breed critically endangered species so we can release them back in their habitat, because a lot of species, even today as we speak, species are going extinct.
Animals bred in a safe environment, nurtured with expert care, are often destined to be released into secure habitats when they are strong enough to truly thrive. And there's no better way to illustrate this than the example of spix macaws. These stunning bluebirds were once thought to be lost forever. Vantara has helped reintroduce 41 of them from a Berlin breeding center to a release site in Brazil's Bahia. The results have been groundbreaking, as the world witnessed the birth of the first wild-born spix macaws chicks in over 2 decades. Vantara is a heaven for thousands of birds. These flamingos roam their enclosure with majesty. They were once malnourished, stressed and trapped in atrocious conditions. At Vantara, their feathers have regained the brilliant hues. They've found clean water, proper nutrition and expert care. Vantara takes special care of the birds it rescues. Before their release into the wild, they undergo extensive rehabilitation and flight training in large aviaries to regain strength and agility. Their flight endurance is tested and veterinary teams conduct health screenings to prevent the spread of diseases. Of course, conservation isn't just about the animals, it's about the bigger picture. Vantara works closely with local communities, manages ecosystems and builds long-term strategies to create sustainable habitats where wildlife can thrive.
We don't want to interfere too much. We need to try and make sure that they are raised in a state that will make it possible for them to form part of a rewilding program one day, should the opportunity arise. And I'm quite confident that we're able to tick all the boxes to facilitate such a program.
I think many people think that the real trick is to teach these animals to hunt. And actually that's the easy part. I mean, they have really strong instincts. But the big part of the work that needs to be done is to make sure that they're adapted to the climate, to the parasites, and then to prepare the people, who they're going to share space with.
Vantara isn't just a sanctuary, it's a movement. It's a living example of transition to ecological civilization. Over 25 million trees planted have transformed the barren landscape of Jamnagar into a thriving green haven for man and animal. By integrating landscape design, plant physiology and ecology, it restores lost ecosystems, improving air quality, conserving water and supporting biodiversity. Smart landscaping techniques reduce soil erosion, enhance water retention and mitigate flooding, fostering a sustainable environment. Conserving water and ensuring its sustainable use is a mission Vantara takes very seriously. For ensuring maximum retention, Vantara stores water in reservoirs while also slowing its overall flow across the sanctuary. Artificial wetlands and minimal concrete usage, meanwhile, ensure optimum groundwater recharge.
We farm a lot of our stuff locally. So we have helped the local farmers. So we tell them organic manure from our gaushalas, from our elephant, the dung, we give it to the farmers. So they also have an economy. We farm the feed. An elephant needs 200 kilos of fodder a day. Correct. So we have 200 elephants, so imagine the amount of food. So everything is made in India, grown in India, grown locally as much as possible. And sourced. And also there's an economy of more than 10-12,000 people based on this whole rescue center.
From the great land of Bharat, Vantara is sending a message to the world. This planet does not belong to humans alone.
In our Sanatan, every deity has an animal which is close to her or his heart.
True.
Every deity
has a Vahana.
Vahana is an animal.
Yeah.
Krishna also says that all life is equal.
Yeah.
May it be a human, or may it be a bee, or may it be an ant, everything is equal.
Beyond rescue, Vantara is a place of healing.
Human welfare, there are a lot of people working, but animal welfare there are few people working. I think I was the chosen one, and I was fortunate enough that God's blessings that I could do seva of animals. For me, in today's life you can't see God, but I see God within every animal. So it's my giving back to society.
That's the essence of Vantara, restoring balance, rebuilding and proving that when humans and nature work together, both can flourish.